First, your consciousness is not yours. Your consciousness is the consciousness of all humanity. Because what you think, what your beliefs, your sensations, your reactions, your pain, your sorrow, your insecurity, your gods and so on, is shared by all humanity. You go to America, go to England, Europe or Russia, China, human beings suffer. They are frightened of death. They have beliefs. They have ideals. They speak a particular language. But the thinking, the feeling, the reactions, the responses, generally is shared by all human beings. This is a fact. Not merely the invention or speculation of the speaker. This is a fact that you suffer, your neighbor suffers, that neighbor may be thousands of miles away, he suffers. He's insecure as you are. You may have a lot of money, but inwardly there is insecurity. So is the rich man in America, or the man in power. They all go through this pain, anxiety, loneliness, despair. So your consciousness is not yours any more than your thinking is not individual thinking. Thinking is common, is general. From the poorest man, the most uneducated, unsophisticated man in the little tiny village, to the most sophisticated brain, the great scientists, they all think. They may think differently. Maybe their thinking may be more complex. But thinking is general, shared by all human beings. Therefore it's not your individual thinking. This is rather difficult to see and recognize the truth of it, because we are so conditioned as individuals. All your religious books, whether Christian or Muslim and other religious books, they all sustain and nourish this idea, concept of an individual. You have to question that. You have to find out the truth of the matter. And we are investigating together. And we see that every human being in the world, however miserable, however low in the structure of society, and the great philosophers of the world, great scientists, all think. And again, human consciousness is similar, is shared by all human beings. Therefore there is no individual outside, peripheral. He may be more educated, he may be taller, he may be shorter. Outside the skin, as it were, he may be different, but inwardly he shares the ground of all humanity. This is a fact if you examine it very closely. But if you are frightened, if you are caught in the conditioning of being an individual, you will never understand the immensity and the extraordinary fact that you are the entire humanity. From that, there is love, compassion, intelligence. But if you are merely conditioned to the idea that you are individual, then you have endless complications, because it's based on an illusion, not on fact. The illusion may be thousands of years, but it's still an illusion. You are the result of your environment. You are the result of the language you speak. You are the result of the food you eat, the clothes, the climate, the tradition handed down from generation to generation. You are all that. You are the product of the society which you have created. Society is not different from you. Man has created this society. The society of greed, envy, hatred, brutality, violence, wars. He has created all that. And also he has created the extraordinary world of technology. So you are the world, and the world is you. So you are the world and the world is you. Your conscience is not yours. It's the common, it is the ground on which all human beings share. All human beings think. So you are actually not an individual. That's one of the realities, truths that one must understand. Not accept what the speaker is saying, but question your own isolation, because individual means isolation. To separate himself from another. Like nations isolate themselves, as Indians and all the rest of it. And they think in isolation there is security. There is no security in isolation. But the governments of the world, representing humanity of each country, they are maintaining this isolation. And therefore they're perpetuating war. So, if you recognize the truth, the fact that you are not an individual, you may be short, you may be tall, but inwardly there is no division. We all share the same problems. When you recognize that truth, and I hope you do, then the problem is, can you, as a human being, representing all humanity, bring about a fundamental psychological revolution